Imagine discovering that one of Hollywood's most beloved actors has been living under a pseudonym for decades, yet insists his true identity remains unchanged. It's a revelation that hits right at the heart of fame, family, and cultural roots. Martin Sheen, the iconic figure from shows like The West Wing and Grace Frankie, has always been upfront about his birth name, Ramón Estévez. But a recent chat on a podcast peels back even more layers to this personal story. Born in Dayton, Ohio, to parents who crossed oceans for a new life, Sheen's mom, Mary Ann Phelan, hailed from Ireland, while his dad, Francisco Estevez Martinez, came from the rugged region of Galicia in Spain. This blend of heritages shaped young Ramón from the start. Back in 1958, as he dipped his toes into the acting world, he picked up the stage name Martin Sheen, a clever mashup honoring Robert Dale Martin, the CBS casting director who handed him his breakthrough role, and Fulton J. Sheen, the influential Catholic archbishop and TV personality. But here's where it gets intriguing. Even though he's built an entire career on that name, Sheen dropped a bombshell by saying he never legally ditched his original one. On Josh Horowitz's podcast, Happy Sad Confused, the 83-year-old actor opened up with heartfelt clarity. "I've been Martin Sheen in the spotlight for nearly 70 years, he shared. But officially, I've stuck with Ramón Gerard Antonio Estévez, and I absolutely cherish it." For beginners navigating celebrity bios, this highlights how stage names are often just professional tools, not full identity swaps. They're like a business card you use at work, but leave behind at home. Sheen tied the knot with Janet Templeton in 1961, and together they've raised 4 kids: Emilio, Ramón, Carlos, better known as Charlie Sheen, and Renee, all of whom have dabbled in acting. Interestingly, 3 chose to embrace their Estevez surname, honoring their Spanish lineage in an industry not always welcoming to diverse backgrounds. And this is the part most people miss. Sheen actively discouraged his children from following his footsteps in rebranding. Reflecting on those early days for his family in Hollywood, Sheen recalled the tough choices they faced. "I can still picture it. My kids entering the business and wrestling with whether to go by Estevez," he said on the podcast. Take Emilio, for instance. He was this close to switching to Sheen, but when Sheen spotted Emilio Sheen mocked up in a newspaper mock-up, it just felt off. "It didn't suit him at all," Sheen explained, adding with emotion, "I practically pleaded with him to hold on to Estevez." As for Charlie, he's ridden the wave of fame as Charlie Sheen since the 80s, starring in hits like Wall Street and 2.5 Men. Yet in a nod to his roots, he briefly stepped into the role of Carlos Estevez for the 2013 flick Machete Kills, a gritty actioner where the U.S. president recruits a former Mexican federal agent to smash an international arms ring. Such moments remind us how actors can flex between personas, blending personal heritage with on-screen demands. But let's dive deeper into Sheen's lingering remorse, which adds a poignant twist to his journey. "I truly wish I hadn't gone that route with my name," he confessed on the show. Starting out in 1959, New York City was no picnic for aspiring actors, especially with a Hispanic last name like Estevez. Sheen painted a vivid picture. Back then, prejudice ran deep, particularly against the Puerto Rican community, making it tough to land gigs. To cope, he chose a more neutral alias, essentially masking his nationality to blend in, a survival tactic in a biased era. For context, especially if you're new to U.S. immigration history, Puerto Ricans began arriving in New York as early as the mid-1800s, back when the island was under Spanish rule. But the real surge came after World War II, flooding the city with newcomers and, sadly, sparking widespread discrimination. Today, New York, along with the rest of the state, hosts over 1 million Puerto Ricans, a testament to their enduring contributions despite those rocky beginnings. Sheen's story underscores how systemic biases forced many, including Latinos, to anglicize names for opportunity, a practice that sparked endless debate in entertainment circles. And here's a controversial angle to chew on. Was adopting a stage name like Sheen's a smart career move or a heartbreaking erasure of identity? In today's more inclusive Hollywood, with stars like Lin-Manuel Miranda proudly waving their flags, does it still make sense? What do you think? Should actors ever hide their true names to make it? Or is authenticity always worth the fight? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear if you've faced similar choices in your own life, or if Sheen's regret changes how you view his legacy.